A blessed day, learners. Get ready to embark on a journey of learning and enjoyment with this video. Today, we will be exploring the fascinating topic of the foundations of the classical school of criminology, Beccaria, and Bentham. Remember to stay safe, and may God bless you always. Welcome to the Teacher Lumaban YouTube channel.
Commit your way to the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Psalm 37 verse 5. Who are the founders of the classical school of criminology? A. Cesare Beccaria and Jeremy Bentham. B. Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung. C. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. D. Emile Durkheim and Max Weber. What is the main assertion of the demonological theory? A. People commit crimes due to economic inequality. B. A person commits wrongful acts because they were possessed by demons. C. Crime is a result of social and environmental factors. D. Crime is an inherent part of human nature. Explain Cesare Beccaria's view on the use of torture for obtaining confessions. A. He believed it was necessary to maintain public order. B. He argued that torture was inadmissible and unjust. C. He thought it was effective for deterring crime. D. He suggested it should be used selectively for serious crimes. Summarize the main idea behind Jeremy Bentham's concept of utilitarianism. A. All actions are inherently evil. B. Actions should maximize pleasure and minimize pain for the individual. C. Justice should be based on retribution. D. Laws should be based on historical precedents. Describe the primary focus of the classical school of criminology. A. Crime is a result of psychological disorders. B. Crime can be deterred by making the punishment outweigh the pleasure of the crime. C. Society should focus on rehabilitating criminals. D. Criminal behavior is influenced by genetic factors. Please compare your selected answers with the answers listed in the answer key provided. If your chosen answer matches the one in the answer key, mark it as correct. After reviewing all the questions and answers, calculate your final score based on the number of correct answers. Point 3. How did you score? Did you achieve a high score? If yes, congratulations on a job well done. If not, don't worry. We will help you deepen your understanding through this video.
School of thought refers to a group of beliefs or ideas that support a specific theory. Theory set of statements devised to explain behavior, events, or phenomena, especially one that has been repeatedly tested and widely accepted. The monological theory asserts that a person commits wrongful acts due to the fact that they were possessed by demons. Classical School of Criminology. The classical school of criminology grew out of a reaction against the barbaric system of law, punishment, and justice that existed. There was no real system of criminal justice in Europe at that time. Some crimes were specified, some were not. Judges had discretionary power to convict a person for an act not even legally defined as criminal. This school of thought is based on the assumption that individuals choose to commit crimes after weighing the consequences of their actions. According to classical criminologists, individuals have free will. They can choose legal or illegal means to get what they want. Fear of punishment can deter them from committing crime, and society can control behavior by making the pain of punishment greater than the pleasure of the criminal gains. This theory, however, does not distinguish between an adult and a minor or a mentally handicapped individual in terms of free will. Founders of the classical school of criminology are Cesare Beccaria and Jeremy Bentham. School of thought tumutukoy sa isang grupo ng mga paniniwala o ideya na sumusuporta sa isang tiyak na teorya. Teorya set ng mga pahayag na ginawa upang ipaliwanag ang pag-uugali, mga pangyayari, o mga pinomena, lalo na ang isang paulit-ulit na nasubak at malawak na tinatanggap. Teoryang demonyo-lohikal, iginiit na ang isang tao ay gumagawa ng maling gawain dahil sa katotohanan sila ay sinapian ng mga demonyo. Klasikal na paaralan ng kriminolohiya. Ang klasikal na paaralan ng kriminolohiya ay lumago mula sa isang reaksyon laban sa barbaric na sistema ng batas, parusa, at hustisya na umiral. Walang tunay na sistema ng hustisyang kriminal sa Europa noong panahong iyon. Ang ilang mga krimen ay tinukoy, ang ilan ay hindi. May discretionary power ang mga hukom na hatulan ng isang tao para sa isang gawa na hindi man legal na tinukoy bilang kriminal. Ang paaralang ito ng pag-iisip ay batay sa pag-aakalang pinipili ng mga individual na gumawa ng mga krimen pagkatapos timbangin ang mga kahihinatnan ng kanilang mga aksyon. Ayon sa mga klasikal na criminologists, ang mga individual ay may malayang kalooban. Maaari silang pumili ng legal o ilegal na paraan para makuha ang gusto nila. Ang takot sa parusa ay maaaring humadlang sa kanila mula sa paggawa ng krimen, at ang lipunan ay maaaring makontrol ang pag-uugali sa pamamagitan ng paggawa ng sakit ng parusa na mas malaki kaysa sa kasiyahan ng mga kriminal na natamo. Ang teoryang ito, gayunpaman, ay hindi nakikilala sa pagitan ng isang may sapat na gulang at isang menor de edad o isang individual na may kapansanan sa pag-iisip sa mga tuntunin ng malayang pagpapasya. Ang mga nagtatag ng klasikal na paaralan ng kriminolohiya ay sina Cesare Beccaria at Jeremy Bentham. Cesare Beccaria, Cesare Bonsana Marchis di Beccaria, 1738 hanggang 1794. Best known for his essay, On Crimes and Punishment, which presented key ideas on the abolition of torture as a legitimate means of extracting confession. His book contains almost all modern penal reforms, but its greatest contribution was the foundation it laid for subsequent changes in criminal legislation. His book was influential in the reforms of penal codes in France, Russia, Prussia, and it influenced the first 10 amendments to the US Constitution. Beccaria believed that 1. People want to achieve pleasure and avoid pain. 2. Crime provides some pleasure to the criminal. 3. To deter crime, one must administer pain in an appropriate amount to counterbalance the pleasure obtained from crime. 4. Famous for the saying, let the punishment fit the crime. Cesare Beccaria, Cesare Bonsana Marchis di Beccaria, 1738 hanggang 1794. Pinakamahusay na kilala para sa kanyang sanaysay, On Crimes and Punishment, na nagpakita ng mga pangunahing ideya sa pag-aalis ng torture bilang isang lehitimong paraan ng pagkuha ng pag-amin. Ang kanyang libro ay naglalaman ng halos lahat ng mga modernong reforma sa penal, ngunit ang pinakamalaking kontribusyon nito ay ang pundasyon na inilatag nito para sa mga kasunod na pagbabago sa batas na kriminal. Ang kanyang aklat ay may impluwensya sa mga reforma ng penal code sa France, Russia, Prussia, at naimpluwensyahan nito ang unang 10 susog sa konstitusyon ng US. Naniniwala si Beccaria na 1. Nais ng mga tao na makamit ang kasiyahan at maiwasan ng sakit. 2. Ang krimen ay nagbibigay ng kasiyahan sa kriminal. 3. Upang mapigil ang krimen, ang isa ay dapat magbigay ng sakit sa isang naangkop na halaga upang mabalanse ang kasiyahang nakuha mula sa krimen. 4. Sikat sa kasabihang, let the punishment fit the crime. Highlights of Cesare Beccaria's ideas regarding crimes and the criminal justice system. 1. Informing a human society, men and women sacrifice a portion of their liberty to enjoy peace and security. 2. Punishments that go beyond the need for preserving public safety are unjust. 3. Criminal laws must be clear and certain. Judges must make uniform judgments in similar crimes. 4. The law must specify the degree of evidence that will justify the detention of an accused offender prior to trial. 5. Accusations must be public. False accusations should be severely punished. 6. Torturing accused offenders to obtain a confession is inadmissible. 7. The promptness of punishment is one of the most effective curbs on crime. 8. The aim of punishment can only be to prevent the criminal from committing new crimes and to deter others from doing likewise. Punishments, therefore, and the method of inflicting them should be chosen in due proportion to the crime to make the most lasting impression on society. Capital punishment is inefficacious and should be replaced with life imprisonment. 10. It is better to prevent crimes than to punish them. That is the chief purpose of all good legislation. Mga highlight ng mga ideya ni Cesare Beccaria tungkol sa mga krimen at sistema ng hustisyang kriminal. 1. Sa pagbuo ng lipunan ng tao, isinasakripisyo ng mga lalaki at babae ang isang bahagi ng kanilang kalayaan upang matamasa ang kapayapaan at katiwasayan. 2. Ang mga parusa na higit sa pangangailangan para sa pangangalaga sa kaligtasan ng publiko ay hindi makatarungan. 3. Ang mga batas sa kriminal ay dapat na malinaw at tiyak. Ang mga hukom ay dapat gumawa ng pare-parehong paghatol sa mga katulad na krimen. 4. Dapat tukuyin ng batas ang antas ng ebidensya na magbibigay katwiran sa pagpigil sa isang akusado na nagkasala bago ang paglilitis. 5. Ang mga akusasyon ay dapat na pampubliko. Ang mga maling akusasyon ay dapat na parusahan ng husto. 6. Ang pagpapahirap sa mga akusado na nagkasala upang makakuha ng pag-amin ay hindi tinatanggap. 7. Ang pagiging maagap ng parusa ay isa sa pinakamabisang pagsugpo sa krimen. 8. Ang layunin ng parusa ay maaari lamang napigilan ng kriminal na gumawa ng mga bagong krimen at hadlangan ng iba na gawin din ito. Ang mga parusa, sa makatuwid, at ang paraan ng pagpapataw ng mga ito ay dapat piliin sa angkop na proporsyon sa krimen upang makagawa ng pinakapangmatagalang impresyon sa lipunan. 9. Ang parusang kamatayan ay hindi mabisa at dapat palitan ng habambuhay na pagkakakulong. 10. Mas mabuting pigilan ng mga krimen kaysa parusahan sila. Iyan ang pangunahing layunin ng lahat ng mabuting batas. Jeremy Bentham, 1748 hanggang 1832. His contribution to the classical school of criminology is the concept of utilitarianism and the philosophic calculus. Proposed, utilitarian hedonism, which explains that people always act to seek pleasure and avoid pain. Founded the concept of utilitarianism assumes that all our actions are calculated according to their likelihood of bringing pleasure and pain. Devised the pseudo-mathematical formula called philosophic calculus, which states that individuals are human calculators who put all the factors into an equation to decide whether a particular crime is worth committing. Reason that in order to deter individuals from committing crimes, the punishment, or pain, must be greater than the satisfaction, or pleasure, they would gain from committing the crime. Utilitarianism. A philosophy which argues that what is right is the action that would cause the greatest good for the greatest number of people. Also referred to as the greatest happiness principle or the principle of utility. From this principle, Bentham formulated the philosophic calculus. Philosophic calculus or the pleasure and pain principle is a theory that proposes that individuals calculate the consequences of their actions by weighing the pleasure, gain, and the pain, suffering, they would derive from doing the action. Jeremy Bentham, 1748 hanggang 1832. Ang kanyang kontribusyon sa klasikal na paaralan ng kriminolohiya ay ang konsepto ng utilitarianism at ang philosophic calculus. Iminungkahing utilitarian hedonism na nagpapaliwanag na ang mga tao ay palaging kumikilos upang humanap ng kasiyahan at maiwasan ang sakit. Itinatag ang konsepto ng utilitarianismo ay pinapalagay na ang lahat ng ating mga aksyon ay kinakalkula ayon sa kanilang posibilidad na magdulot ng kasiyahan at sakit. Gumawa ng pseudo-mathematical formula na tinatawag na philosophic calculus na nagsasaad na ang mga individual ay mga calculator ng tao na naglalagay ng lahat ng mga salik sa isang equation upang magpasya kung ang isang partikular na krimen ay nagkakahalaga ng paggawa. Nangangatwiran na para mapigilan ng mga individual na gumawa ng mga krimen, ang parusa o sakit ay dapat na mas malaki kaysa sa kasiyahan o kasiyahan na makukuha nila sa paggawa ng krimen. Utilitarianismo. Isang pilosopiya na nangangatwiran na kung ano ang tama ay ang pagkilos na magdudulot ng pinakamalaking kabutihan para sa pinakamaraming bilang ng mga tao. Tinutukoy din bilang ang pinakadakilang prinsipyo ng kaligayahan o ang prinsipyo ng utility. Mula sa prinsipyong ito, binuo ni Bentham ang philosophic calculus. Ang philosophic calculus o ang prinsipyo ng kasiyahan at sakit ay isang teorya na nagmumungkahi na kalkulahin ng mga individual ang mga kahihinatnan ng kanilang mga aksyon sa pamamagitan ng pagtimbang sa kasiyahan, natamo, at ang sakit, pagdurusa, na kanilang makukuha mula sa paggawa ng aksyon.
How would you apply the principles of utilitarianism to create a new policy for deterring crime? A. Implement harsher punishments regardless of the crime. B. Create a balanced system where punishments outweigh the benefits of committing crimes. C. Focus solely on rehabilitating offenders. D. Abolish all forms of punishment. Using Beccaria's ideas, how would you reform the current criminal justice system to make punishments more effective? A. Increase the use of capital punishment. B. Ensure punishments are swift, certain, and proportionate to the crime. C. Focus on public humiliation as a deterrent. D. Decrease the use of imprisonment for all crimes. Compare and contrast the demonological theory with the classical school of criminology. A. Both theories suggest crime is a result of rational choice. B. Demonological theory attributes crime to possession, while the classical school focuses on rational choice and free will. C. Both theories focus on the environmental causes of crime. D. The classical school supports the use of torture, while the demonological theory does not. Analyze how Beccaria's ideas influenced modern penal reforms in different countries. A. They had no significant impact on penal codes worldwide. B. His ideas were incorporated into penal codes and reforms in countries like France, Russia, and the US. C. They led to an increase in the use of torture. D. His ideas were only influential in his home country, Italy. Examine the effectiveness of the philosophic calculus in contemporary criminal justice systems. A. It is widely regarded as outdated and ineffective. B. It is rarely applied in modern criminal justice policies. C. It provides a useful framework for understanding criminal behavior and deterring crime. D. It has led to the abolition of all punishments. Evaluate the strengths and weaknesses of the classical school of criminology in addressing juvenile delinquency. A. Strength, considers individual choice. Weakness, does not account for age-related factors. B. Strength, focuses on rehabilitation. Weakness, lacks a deterrent effect. C. Strength, emphasizes societal factors. Weakness, ignores free will. D. Strength, punishments are tailored to individual circumstances. Weakness, overemphasizes genetic factors. Critique Bentham's philosophic calculus in terms of its applicability to modern-day crime prevention. A. It is universally applicable and highly effective. B. It fails to consider the complexities of human behavior and modern societal influences. C. It emphasizes punishment over rehabilitation. D. It provides a one-size-fits-all solution to crime. Assess whether the abolition of capital punishment, as suggested by Beccaria, is practical and beneficial in today's society. A. It is impractical and leads to higher crime rates. B. It is beneficial as it respects human rights and can reduce wrongful executions. C. It is not feasible due to public demand for harsh punishments. D. It has no impact on crime rates or justice. Design a new criminal justice policy that incorporates the principles of both Beccaria and Bentham. A. Focus solely on punitive measures without regard to individual circumstances. B. Implement policies that ensure punishments are swift, certain, and proportionate, while also maximizing overall societal happiness. C. Abolish all forms of punishment and focus on rehabilitation. D. Increase the use of capital punishment for severe crimes. Develop a community program based on utilitarianism that aims to reduce crime by maximizing the overall happiness of the community. A. Focus on strict surveillance and severe punishments. B. Create programs that address the root causes of crime and provide support and education to at-risk individuals. C. Implement a zero-tolerance policy for all criminal behavior. D. Prioritize punishment over preventive measures. Please compare your selected answers with the answers listed in the answer key provided. If your chosen answer matches the one in the answer key, mark it as correct. After reviewing all the questions and answers, calculate your final score based on the number of correct answers. Point 3. How did you score? Did you achieve a high score? If so, congratulations on a job well done. If not, don't worry. You can review this video to further enhance your understanding of the topic. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4 verse 13. I hope you found our teacher Lumaban's self-learning video enjoyable and informative. If you gained new knowledge from this video, we would greatly appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to share it with your friends. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. We value your feedback. Thank you very much for watching our videos. We hope to see you again in our next video. May God bless you always. Welcome to the Teacher Lumaban YouTube channel.